Hello everyone out there in YouTube land, this is Easy Chair Games bringing you a Let's Play Quickie of Realm of the Mad God. Now you might be asking yourself, what is a Let's Play Quickie? And essentially I'm just going to play this particular game and some other browser games or other simple to play quick games. This one specifically just until I die, basically. There's been tons of review videos and things like that for this, so I'll try to keep, the lesson about how to play down and so forth as much as I can. So let's go ahead and dive right into this. I got my easy chair, got some cola here to drink, and let's get to it. And now as you can see, I played this game a little bit already, had a warrior class, so I'll just go ahead and delete that and we'll start a new character. Now your class is here. Of course, as you may already know, you always start out with the warrior. I have the top 5 opened already, which is pretty simple to do. You basically just have to get to level 5 with every character up here, and then it will unlock different characters as you go along, from the wizard to the priest to the archer to the rogue to the warrior. That's how it goes. So let's just go ahead and play the wizard. Wizard's pretty simple. It's the one that you always start out with, so it's easy to use, and I'm actually pretty good with the wizard most of the time. Now that I've said that, of course, I'm going to completely suck, so there are a lot of people on at the moment. Let's go to Jin. That's the realm, I guess they're called in this one. So for anyone who hasn't played this game, it's very simple. It's a isometric 2D shooter MMORPG, co-op as well. This person over here is another player, as well as that guy there, the rogue. Potions and everything there, as well as a new staff, if I can get it. It's very rare for me to get a new staff so early on, so nice little find there. These little caves here are often very handy, especially later on in the game whenever you get to higher levels and stuff. Even the pirate caves tend to be useful as far as getting potions and things like that, as they can become kind of a commodity as you go further into the game. I don't usually have other people in here with me whenever I do these, so I'm used to doing them solo, so this will be a little odd. The music in this game is quite good, though I'd like to see it have more. There's only one music track that just loops continuously, which can get very repetitive, excuse me, and annoying. Random bird up there. Already to the boss. Usually I stay in here for a few minutes doing this. Starts out really slow at the beginning, and then as you go along it gets to be more of a, I guess the term is bullet hell game, to where, the entire screen is littered with, shots from enemies, and it can get very hectic later on, so doing quests is probably the best way in the game to get experience, like this, what was it, a Hobbit Wizard? Kill him, you get bonus experience for killing him, since he was part of your quest. And every time you kill him and then venture on further into the island or whatever... Oh god, bunnies! The bunnies are super irritating later on, whenever, especially if there's a bunch of them. You hit them and they just go crazy and start wrecking your shit. Every class has an ability that you can use by pressing the space bar as its default. This little Kid Icarus is killing me. The mage's special ability is a fireball spell that does AoE damage, as you've probably seen me use there a few times. Potions are always good to have, no matter what class that you are. Health potions especially. People will often even buy those from you later on, whenever certain high levels can sometimes venture into new realms, things like that, to buy potions off of the noobs. Ooh, ring there, and blue robe. Ring of vitality, not as useful for me, but it's always better than nothing, of course. Serpentine staff. It's one of the better items for the mage. The items go in tiers. I believe the highest tier is tier 10 or 11. You don't normally see people with those very often. They tend to be the very hardcore gamers that have those, as far as I'm aware. Used to be every time that you died, of course, you had no way of saving items, giving items to other characters that you may make in the future, unless you had a friend who could carry them for you for a bit, or something along those lines. They've now implemented a banking system since last I played. It does cost gold, which you have to buy through microtransaction shop. But it's nice that they did that for those who wish to indulge and such. So I'm going to go in this pirate cave again, since I was talking about how useful they are. These usually take a few minutes to clear out, especially if you just can't find the boss, which I do fairly often. Take out these enemies a lot faster now that I'm much higher level than whenever I came in here before. Experience always remains the same as far as I've seen. You always get the same amount of experience for killing the same enemies and so forth. 1 to 2 for the little guys in here. So on. Wow, I found the boss again, like right off the bat. Getting lucky today, I guess. Serpentine stabs all over the place, finding bosses right when I want to. Now that I say that, I'm going to die here in 2 seconds, just from this guy, which would be really embarrassing. I've never died in here before. Nothing good. People will often drop random loot in the newbie area, as well as in the Nexus in town. You obviously can't use the items, like you cannot use rogue items on wizards, so you have no use for them, other than if you had, bank storage. You could store it, of course, if you wanted to. Most people tend to just drop it in town, so the people who can use it can use it. Crab shooting telekinesis waves at me or some such. Alright, getting into some of the higher level stuff now. Blue robe there. And it is not better than what I have. These tornadoes can confuse you, making your controls the opposite of what they are, but they also switch back and forth randomly, so it's really quite a pain, especially if you're in an area where there are a ton of enemies and the tornado just comes up and hits you with it. And then you run straight into all of them. Like that. Dwarf King. Got hit again, man. People hurry up with the gods and everything. We might be able to see Aurochs, the Mad God, who's the main protagonist of this game, as well as the final boss. That is a lot of enemies coming after me, oh god. I haven't really figured out what these purple things do necessarily. Obviously they hurt you, of course, but they sort of seem to heat seek whenever you're near them. Blue robe there, that is not better than what I have. It's been a while since I played Wizard very far, so I don't remember what the tiers of armor really look like for them. Most of the other classes have pretty distinctive items and things. Lots of people level 20 dying today, I've noticed. For those who may not know, this game is permadeath, so whenever you die, you actually lose your character completely. So anyone who gets attached to characters very easily, this game may not be for you. But it is sort of the point of the game. You try to see how far into the game that you can get, how high level you can get, what the best gear that you can get is, as well as your fame, which up there in the right hand corner, top corner, next to the minimap is the fame and gold counters. I have 82 fame, which is nothing really. It's very low. There's people who have hundreds of thousands of fame and so on. You use fame to buy items in town, and I think that is its only function at the moment. As well as, of course, for prestige and bragging rights and stuff. Now the bunny. Oh god. I hate the bunnies. Pop a potion there. Kill these hobgoblins. Zombie goblins, or whatever they are. As you can see, I'm not getting quest experience for killing this goblin witch or whatever she is. That is because I have a quest up there at the top for a horned dragon, now it is. And you can only get quest experience for one quest at a time. Sumo guy. Now these guys are, if you ever need potions, they're a great way to get them. The little guys that he sort of like poops out, I guess, they tend to drop them very often, so. If ever you're running out, you can go try to track down one of those. Now they do a lot of damage, so you might want to be slightly leveled for that. +3 attack, I'll take it. I don't know if it's better than my wisdom. Increases my speed of magic points. Nah, I'll hold on to it though. Wizards have pretty good mana regen naturally, but and are relatively fast overall. You used to be able to use items directly from bags that get dropped, like you could have a full bag of potions and then there'd be one dropped on the ground, and instead of having to actually put it in your bag and then use it, you could just double click on it from the bag on the ground and it would use it towards your HP, of course. They've since done away with that. I don't know if there's a way that you can still do it from the bag, but double clicking on it now adds any item directly into your inventory, which is kind of nice, since fighting over loot is a bit difficult at times. Every bag that drops on the ground, you do not have, you know, separate loot. Everything is shared. Anyone can run up and take that loot if they so want to. Meaning that in places like Oryx's Castle and stuff, it can get very competitive for loot, especially whenever there's like a whole group of people. The maximum amount of people that can be in a realm at any time is 85, meaning that there could be 85 people in Oryx's Castle at any one time. The way that you get to him is by killing all of the gods. I don't remember how many there are, but there are a set number of gods per realm at the beginning of each realm, and as well certain other enemies that have to be killed, ints, liches, and so forth. I believe there are 2 liches, maybe 3, and so on. These little Totoro looking guys are always really annoying as well, and they are doing a lot of damage to me. And there's a bunny. Oh no. Oh no! I'm stuck on a tree. Ugh. Gotcha. Alright. Need a potion? Always need potions. The black ones, I believe, can teleport, which is causes some problems. Guy just teleported to me there. Anyone that pops up down in the lower right-hand corner, I believe it is, you can teleport to them. This can be quite useful. If you're really low level and you're trying to do it, though, it can be very bad. Meaning, being that you know, some people can be in very high levels, or excuse me, high level areas where there are really powerful enemies, and you can just get very completely owned if you're coming in at level 1 trying to do stuff. But it can also work to your advantage, and if you're a ninja and you want to steal some equipment and stuff like that. I tend to like playing on my own sometimes, unless I have friends that I know. Just how I am, I guess. Antisocial, I suppose. No. If you do have people around you that are killing things, the only thing that you have to worry about is, of course, loot. You do get experience, I believe, for them being around you, and them killing things. So if somebody were to come up here, say, and kill this slime off for me, I believe just being around them sort of parties me in a way, and I would get partial credit as long as I had touched the monster. I believe that's how it works, of course. That doesn't necessarily mean that it is. These dragons tend to drop purple bags, which can sometimes have some really, really good loot in them. Purple bags are very rare at times, though. I've only ever seen a few enemies drop them. They tend to be the gods, dragons, and such. Trying to there, see, purple bag there, and it has an obsidian dagger, which is a great dagger for that guy if he doesn't already have one. The purple bags may indeed be one of the only ways to get the higher tiered items as well. I'm not positive on that one, as I tend to die before I get to any of the higher tiered items, as I might do now because I'm getting really low on health. Might be beneficial to go back to the beginning of the stage. There's that little Acropolis, or the Pantheon? Sorry, the little house looking thing here where the says Nexus, or you can hit the insert key. That will take you back to the Nexus. If ever you get into a jam and you're about to die, you can just hit that real quick and take you back. A little bit of a lag spike there. I am playing this on the actual browser servers. If you would like to play on there, it's just realmofthemadgod.com, simple enough. There is also a Steam download for this as well. But with that, I've noticed that it is very choppy and can glitch out very easily. I was trying to do a video of this earlier, and it wouldn't actually delete my character because it just kept locking up. I don't know if that's a, my machine in particular, or if it's something that happens regularly, but it's just something that I've noticed, so. Excuse me. Whoa! Tons of stuff out of nowhere. These little ruins here can sometimes have treasure chests and stuff in them, as well as some very powerful enemies, like that thing. Salamander, I do believe. Do decent damage to me, as well as an almost unblockable attack if you're very close to them. No chest this time, though. Let's go try to kill this horned dragon again. I keep catching myself paying more attention to the game than actually commentating. It's one of those games where you need to have a lot of concentration at times and try to avoid all the bullets and everything from enemies. odd that there was just a little Drake down there rather than Drake and a big one. You tend to find them together. Let's go to these ruins first. See if there's anything good in there. Some dwarves. Ooh, and a chest with nothing good for me. No. Fire bow though. Be good for a archer. Oop, here we go. This rumbling means that Oryx has closed the realm. Somebody killed off the last minion or god, and we're now about to go to his castle. So I will probably die, as I am only level 10, and you should definitely be level 20 before you go in there. So this should be fun. It's immediately somebody yells out YOLO. Very difficult to see anything because there's so much going on the screen at one time. People here do so much more damage than me. Hundreds and hundreds of damage per bullet. It's also very loud. Oh! Just try to jump in and ninja some of this loot here, and I just got silenced, which is not good. Silence doesn't exactly do what you might think it would do. It just drains all of your mana in this game. Somebody died there. Smart moose. Moose? Thought it was a mouse for a second there. I may be going rather quiet for the commentary as I'm trying to actually not die in this one. So I apologize for that if it happens. Oh! Don't have too many potions left. Oh! I believe those little circular things there that explode do cause me to be quiet, silenced. Ah, I did not get that robe. That would have been awesome. Keep running into them. Luckily for mages, most of my damage comes from my main attack, which is nice, so that I don't have to rely too much on my mana spells. Just died there. You don't typically ever want to stop moving in this game, as it will cause you to get hit like that. People moved on way ahead of us. Or maybe there's just very few people left. Also as well. These little living armor things are quite a nuisance. Oh, I don't know what happened. I couldn't move. Alright, so, well, that's pretty much it. Realm of the Mad God. Every time you die, you get this little screen here which shows you your stats and everything, shots, your accuracy. 38's about average for me. I'm pretty terrible at this game. How many monsters you've killed, quests completed, and so on, your base fame. You can get fame bonuses for things whenever you say you get more fame per run. Like if it's the most fame that you've ever got for that class, you will get more fame as a bonus. 9 is really terrible. Some people get hundreds and hundreds of fame per run and everything. Obviously not me. Then of course you get the Legends screen. It shows you all of the best players, top 20 of them. This one is for the week. The top player is a person called Hero She-Man. For the month we got the same guy. And again for all time. So if ever you want to be the greatest at this game, here are the things that you'll need. You will need the Ultra Tier, I guess is what UT stands for, items, all of them, and you know, about 141,414 fame. So something to shoot for always. And of course there's me with my measly 9 fame. Well, that's about all there is to it. If you guys enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know if you want to do more of these, or if you have suggestions for another game, let me know, of course. This has been Easy Chair Games. You guys have a good day. Thank you.